So this, we're watching two monopolies fall tonight, and I, for one, am celebrating both.
Yeah, and we should be celebrating it. Honestly, it was such great news to wake up to on a Monday morning, especially because it's been followed by just back-to-back abysmal news, that it seems like that way at least. But the one thing that I want to say here is that it's more than a threat to free speech that we're talking about when you're looking at Twitter, and this is why what Elon Musk is doing is so important. I mean, we're talking about a threat to free and fair elections. They've censored information that is critical in terms of people being informed about the people that they're voting about. When you talk about the Hunter Biden laptop, which still has not been unpacked fully, we're still avoiding the more important parts of the conversation pertaining to that laptop, and they're only now admitting it because it's been years later and the guy that they wanted in the White House is there. They labeled this as misinformation, right? You're talking about also a disruption when they censor speech, a disruption to the free markets, right? They censored any and all evidence about things that pertaining to the vaccines recently. They knew it caused heart inflammation, but if you said my child had heart inflammation, you were banned. Your account was censored. I particularly used my account to talk about all of the women that were talking about irregular menses, and at that time it was hit and it says misinformation until months later finally the FDA decided to acknowledge that yes, this actually is happening, which means that we're not being given control over our own life because they're deciding on the narrative when it pertains to our health, when it pertains to the conversations. Even right now, you're seeing that they are forcing us to want World War III, right? They have decided that World War III is now the thing that everyone needs to get on board with. So you cannot say anything critical of Zelensky, even though 2 years ago, all they did talk about was critical things regarding Zelensky. You had the Washington Post writing articles claiming that he was a part of the global elite. You're not even allowed to say the global elite anymore on Twitter without people accusing you of being anti-Semitic, despite the fact that this was language that was used by the left 2 years ago. They rewrite the rules every single day, and it's impacting our conversation on a national level, but also an international level, which is why I am so happy to see that Viktor Orban won. It's great because he is standing up for values. He is staring those people in the face and saying, we don't care what you have to say. You are exactly who we are trying to fight. We understand the corruption when you stop looking at what impacts and helps people on a national level, and you instead demand that you have this global monopoly taking shape. So, kudos to the people in Hungary, and hopefully, as you said, this is indicative of a major sea change in America as well.
I hope that's right. If you want to know who the underdog is, ask yourself, who is Google and Apple and the State Department not supporting? That's the underdog right there. Candace Owens, I appreciate your point. Thank you so much.
Thank you.